but when you're telling me how am I violating the law? Am I threatening people? Am I on people's steps threatening them? Am I harassing people? Do I even hardly go outside?
You have beat people up.
So no, I did not beat anyone up. I defended myself.
All right, but you still got charged. But what I'm telling you is this.
Charged with what? Charged with what? Hold on a second, please. Remind me what I was charged with and who I beat up.
You just told me you have court for beating that girl up.
First of all, she attacked me. That's a lie. Okay. If I had beat her up, it would be called simple assault. I was charged with simple affray. That means two people was fighting. I was defending myself, and that whole interaction is documented by the bank and by the cameras.
I'm using your words. That's what you said to me.
I said what? I beat her up?
Yes, you said I got court for beating that girl up at the bank.
I mean, I did beat her up, but she accosted me first. I just defended myself. You're going off of technicalities here.
I'm just using what you said. I don't know what you're charged with.
What does any of that matter? Because until I'm found guilty, I'm still innocent.
Absolutely, but you brought it up, so that's why
all I'm asking you is why do you have to see me so much? If I'm on probation, I'm supposed to be seen once a month. You coming to my house every week until I notified your supervisor. You was coming to my house every week, sometimes twice in 1 week.
Miss Avery, I'm not going to sit here and yell at you, and you're not going to yell at me.
I'm not yelling at anyone. I'm talking, and I'm on a live broadcast. Anyone in America can watch this. It's all being documented. I'm tired of the American government trampling on my rights. Y'all more worried about if I'm smoking weed than if I have a place to stay, than if my medical issues are being taken care of. I was arrested at the hospital for no reason, and that case was dismissed. When are my medical issues going to be addressed? Because to be completely honest with you, I do smoke weed. It helps me. I'm very sick.
Okay. I'm going to send you your next appointment, okay?
So why are you hanging up the phone? I'm trying to have a responsible adult conversation with you. I asked your supervisor to give me a different probation officer. I'm tired of being harassed.
This is not an adult conversation.
How is it not an adult conversation, Ms. Jones? I'm so happy that I had the sense to record this conversation because all of y'all are going down. It's going down. Keep harassing me for nothing. They locked me up at a hospital for no reason. Lied and said I was trafficking heroin in Justin County. They keep violating my rights. I'm sitting here trying to do my motherfucking homework. Now I'm calling her supervisor because I want all this documented on a live broadcast. I was in good standing with probation in Pennsylvania. I came down here and been fucked by the Jim Crow system, the Freemasons, the fucking racists. They're racist. And they got it out for me. Keep throwing me. I've been to jail 10 times for nothing. I've been down here for 3 years. Half the time I was living in the fucking street with nowhere to go. And they not trying to help me. They want to throw me in and out of jail for no reason. Every other day because I'm loud and I'm black and I still have rights and I'm tired of this shit. I'm going to try to call her back for you can see she won't even have a conversation with me. Now she want to schedule me an appointment when I'm telling her clearly I'm not available that day. Now she won't answer the phone, and that's when I'm going to call her supervisor. I just wanted y'all to see that she wouldn't answer the phone.
This is Officer Jones with the Wake County.
And y'all going to see me leaving her a message, letting her know I'm not available on the day that she's asking me to come. I need a different appointment. I have I have a lot going on. I'm in college, and I have holidays coming up. I have rights. They're not going to keep violating my rights like this.
For more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hi, Ms. Jones. This is Ms. Avery. I'm not going to be available on July 21st at 11 o'clock. Can you please reschedule for sometime after August 2nd? I don't have any availability anymore in the month of July. I'm not going to be available until the beginning of August. I have rights. I'm not violating anything. You've seen me like 15 times already Like I'm tired of seeing you. I'm not doing anything wrong. You know, I have a hard time coming to your office because sometimes I have a hard time walking and I'm permanently disabled. I'm going to contact your supervisor again because once again, I feel like my interactions with you are abusive. You're abusing me and you're abusing my rights. And I have all of this documented on a live broadcast. So I appreciate your time, but you have to have a nice day. Thank you. See, they thought they was playing me and they thought they was going to keep fucking me, but they really only played themselves. And they not getting away with this shit. It's all documented on social media. It's all documented everywhere. I'm about to call her supervisor, and from here is war. I'm at war with the government. They not going to keep fucking me like this and trying to justify it. They not. I have rights. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm on my couch doing math homework. She's talking about throwing me in jail for nothing. I'm at risk of being homeless right now. They don't even care.
Probation.
Hi, is Chief Mazik available?
Who's calling?
Delia Avery.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Ed Mazik with Wake County Probation. I can't answer the phone right now, but if you'll leave me a brief message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hi, Chief Mazik. This is Miss Avery. Miss Jones is contacting me, asking me to come to her office on July 21st. I'm not available on that day. I won't be available until after August 2nd. It's my birthday month. I'm on vacation from school. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. I'm really sick. I have not been doing well. And I have doctor's appointments coming up with specialists at Duke Health. If you need any documentation of any of this, I'm free to give it to you. If you could please contact me back at your earliest convenience. My number is 267-218-8056. Thank you and have a nice day.
To send this message and exit, press 1. To review your message, press message sent.
Now I need to call the Civil Rights Commission because it's like I can't win. And I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of it. I'm not doing anything wrong to anyone. They locked me up at a hospital for no reason when I went to them seeking help. We're in the racist Jim Crow South, and they're going to keep trying to violate me and justify it. Hello.
Community corrections.
I need to speak to someone because I feel like I'm being abused by my probation officer, and it's getting to the point where it's redundant. And it's all on social media. My rights are being violated. I'm doing the best I can to stay on the right side of the law, but it's like the cards are stacked against me.
Let me know who you need to speak to.
My probation officer is Emily Jones. I've been in constant communication with her supervisor, Chief Mazik. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm in the honor society at my school. My birthday is August 2nd. I'm trying to enjoy my birthday month. I'm on break from college. I'm very sick. I'm permanently disabled. I have 9 epileptic seizures and chronic PTSD because I was pistol whipped and raped. And I have doctor's appointments with specialists coming up. I don't feel well enough to come to her office on the day that she's requesting. And I told her and I asked her if she would reschedule with me because she does not like me. She's refusing to reschedule with me. She's probably going to try to violate me when I don't come. And if they're going to throw me in jail when I'm sick and I can hardly walk, it's all documented on YouTube. I'm tired of my rights being trampled on. I'm a good person. First of all, they tried to say I was trafficking heroin in Johnston County. That's what I'm on probation for. I was homeless at the time. I've only been down here from Pennsylvania for less than 3 years, and I've been in and out of jail at least 10 times, and most of those cases got dismissed. I've been getting consistently sicker and sicker and sicker, and I went to a hospital trying to get help, and I was arrested at the hospital. All of this is documented on social media. And I'm tired. So if she wants to arrest me, my door is wide open. All of this is documented on YouTube. I keep track of my interactions with the American government because I am being violated and I'm tired of it. They just probably didn't know that I was recording them. And I was all the time. Everything that they did has all been recorded.
Want to speak to Chief Mazik?
I've tried to speak to Chief Mazik. I just left him a voicemail. He's not really doing anything. He refused to switch my case to a different probation officer. And I'm at a point of loss. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm frustrated and I'm expressing that frustration.
Do you want me to forward you to the district office?
I would appreciate it. Do you have their direct number in case we get disconnected?
That would be 919.
Yes, sir.
733. 9313.
Okay.
And you would ask for Chief Mazik's supervisor.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm screenshotting my text message conversations between me and Officer Emily Jones. She's harassing me, telling me that she refuses to reschedule my appointment. I'm letting her know I have appointments with a specialist coming up. I'm very sick. Most of the time I can hardly walk. I've been having seizures. It's hot. I need to get my health in order. That's a little bit more important than anything she's talking about. And I'm not going to let the government stress me out to the point where they kill me. If they want to come and lock a sick college student up, my door is open. I'm not running from them and I'm not hiding from them. I'm sick of them. I've been in jail 75% of my life. I've never hurt anyone. I'm a beautiful person and I'm fighting to be educated. And they're making it very hard for me. I was going to drop out of school. It's so hard to focus on work when you got the government harassing you for no reason. People trying to kick you out your house for no reason. This court date, that court date, this court date. Rape is free as a bird. Pedophiles free as a bird. Sex traffickers free as a bird. The government is corrupt.
Wake County District.
Hi, is Chief Mazeek's supervisor available?
It's who?
Chief Mazeek from Wake County Probation and Parole. I would like to please speak to his supervisor.
Hold on 1 second.
When you learn your rights, you fight for your rights. You don't just let the government fuck you every which way. They want to come to my door and kill me and shoot me like they did Breonna Taylor, then they can. They want to take me to a jail cell and poison me and strangle me and lie and say I killed myself. They could do that too. Whatever they do, they're going to answer to God because they're evil. And I'm exposing them. This is why I get fucked with like this. Nothing more, nothing less. I never hurt anyone. My house been burned down twice with me inside of it since 2012. Do you think they found a culprit for that? Do you think they locked my cousin up for fucking my sister in front of me every day? Or you think they just want to bother me for no reason?
How can I help you?
Hi, is this Chief Mazeek from Wake County Probation and Parole Supervisor?
It is.
Hi, good morning, sir, or good afternoon.
What can I help you with?
My name is Delia Avery. I was looking to speak to someone that was a superior for Officer Emily Jones and Chief Mazeek.
Okay. What can I help you with?
I've been having some problems, and I've requested that my probation officer be switched to someone else. And I've been given a hard time about that. I'm permanently disabled. I'm actively in college. I'm in the Honor Society at Wake Tech. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. I was accused of trafficking heroin in Johnston County, and I was not trafficking heroin. I was used by people. They asked me to pick up their prescription. I did not know the prescription was forged. So I ended up receiving probation because I was the person that picked the prescription up. And I've been on probation. I've been in good standing. I try to stay out of trouble. I've only been in North Carolina from Pennsylvania for about 3 years. And I've just been through hell and back since I've been out here. I have non-epileptic seizures. It comes from chronic post-traumatic stress disorder. I was pistol whipped and raped. And I have brain damage, nerve damage, and anxiety disorder. So
I want to try to help you out as much as I can, but what is the problem?
The main issue.
You just want a new officer, so
I'm just trying
why
to.
do you want a new officer?
Well, Ms. Jones, I feel like she harasses me, to be honest with you. I don't know why, but I've noticed the pattern. I'm supposed to be seeing her maybe once a month or so. There have been times she's come to my house twice in 1 week, 4 times a month, twice, like every other. I'm like, why are you checking on me this much? Am I a high priority? What am I doing wrong? I just feel like she doesn't like me and she harasses me. She gives me a hard time about simple things.
So what, you feel she's harassing you because she's coming by your house?
It's not just that. It's the issue of, with me being disabled, sometimes I need to reschedule appointments, and she gives me a hard time about that too. I'm in constant communication with her. I'm not trying to avoid her for any reason, but sometimes I get sick to the point where I can't walk. And so besides her just coming to my house so much, she's asking me that I come downtown, and I'm not really able to do so. I have an appointment with a specialist at Duke Health. That's coming up soon. I'm asking her if she can reschedule my appointment till after I see my specialist. I'm sorry. And she's simply refusing to do that. I feel like that's kind of horrible. Like, if I'm telling you I'm so sick to the point where I can't make it down there, why would you not just reschedule me until after I see my doctor? I don't think that she takes it serious how sick I am. I just feel like she doesn't like me as a person, and she goes out of her way to make my life hard. I have to document my interactions with her, And I keep track of our text messages, and sometimes I record our phone conversations because she's very abusive towards me, and I feel like it's belittling. I study mental health and human service technology. I study to be a social worker. I know my rights. I know civil rights. I know even as an offender, and I'm in treatment. I'm in a treatment program. She told me she was going to throw me in jail for smoking weed. I'll be very honest with you. I did smoke weed. I was very sick. I was arrested at Wake Med. I went there as a patient needing help, and I was beat up by the police and trespassed off the property. From that day, I've been getting progressively sicker and sicker. I'm trying to address my health issues, but if I have all these legal problems, I'm at risk for an eviction right now. I have to move out of my house by August 13th. I have a lot going on. And I feel like my life is more important than just trying to keep tabs up with Miss Jones. I have a life going on out here. I'm 31 years old, in college, disabled, and I feel like she's giving me a hard time.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with an officer coming by your house more than once in a week, more than once in a day, for that matter. An officer can come by at any time. So
why is it
you about that happens on a regular basis?
Am I in violation? Am I in trouble? I don't it's not so I don't understand. That's why I'm looking for a higher ups perspective. And that's why I keep our interactions documented. If she wants to throw me in jail, I'll go to jail. I've been to jail plenty of times, but I don't feel like there's a reason for me to continuously keep having my rights trampled on, keep having my freedom taken away. When I'm trying,
being trampled on. We haven't taken any freedoms away. The court convicted you of whatever you were convicted of. We didn't do that. We had nothing to do with that. We're following what the court has told us needs to be done.
I hear you, and I appreciate your time, but I feel like my health concerns, I feel like my health concerns are more important than legal issues. I feel like my living situation stability is more important than this legal things. I feel like I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to get an education. I'm trying to do the right thing. And I feel like right now the government is in hindrance of that instead of helping me progress in those areas.
Have you provided her documentation as far as the health concerns?
She has nothing but documentation. She's been my probation officer for over 3 years. She's been in contact with my treatment providers. She knows I'm permanently disabled. I'm on Social Security, and she knows I'm in the Honor Society at my school. She knows I don't even go outside anymore. I'm so stressed out. I can hardly walk. I can hardly eat. I'm losing weight. I'm very sick. And yes, I did smoke weed because I thought I was going to die. And I know that's not the right way, self-medication, but that's another reason why I study psychology. So I can understand my illness better and try to get better the right way without using street drugs. And that's also why I'm in treatment.
So, what kind of treatment are you in right now?
As of right now, I discontinued a lot of my services because I was with the Alliance Mental Health Transition to Community Living Initiative for permanently disabled people. And my landlord is refusing to renew my lease. I have to move. I feel like my providers were not advocating for my living situation. So I sought services with Southlight, with a different provider. I was with B&D Behavioral Health, and I'm just in the process of transferring my program so that I could receive the help I need to make sure that my living situation is stable. But I've been actively in treatment with one provider or another for the past 2 years. I've only been down here from Pennsylvania for about 3 years. And I have letters saying that I need specialists, a heart specialist, a neurologist, a urologist. All of this is documented, and Ms. Jones knows these things. I'm not making it up. The truth is, I'm young, I'm beautiful, I'm vibrant. People don't believe that I'm sick because I fight to not be sick. And with all of the stress,
you haven't been in mental health treatment since June.
That's since June. I just talked to a provider.
The last time you came in, you told Miss Jones that you had fired your last provider.
I discontinued services with B&D because they were housing specialists. And if I'm still going to be evicted on August 13th, which is my court date for eviction court, it seems like somebody wasn't doing their job. So I'm just trying to find someone that's better to advocate for me when it comes to my housing. I'm still in the TCLI program with Alliance. And I just was in communication with a service provider from Southlight 2-3 days ago. I have appointments set up for an intake. I switch my providers like that, which is my right, because I feel like if if I'm not being advocated for by this provider, then I will receive services from someone else. I'm not obligated to stay with one provider. I'm just obligated to be in treatment.
Right. But you understand if you continue to switch providers, you're not going to get steady, constant treatment that you need,
Sir,
right?
I was kidnapped at the age of 7 years old. My sister was raped. I'm trying to explain something to you.
This doesn't have anything to do with your supervision.
I know, but what I'm trying to explain to you, my sister was raped in front of me my whole childhood. I'm only 31 right now. I had a dead baby, and my house was blown up twice with me inside. I'm permanently disabled. I've been in treatment my whole life. That is documented. I'm trying to find a trauma provider that specializes with rape victims, human trafficking survivors. I'm explaining to them the trauma that I've been through, and it seems like no one is taking it serious. And I'm going to continue to look for a provider that's going to help me to address my specific needs, not just what someone else feels like I need, what I know that I need. And I fight to be taken seriously. And all of everything I'm saying, everything that I'm saying,
do this are the ones that would know what you need.
If I've only been down here for 3 years, there's no way that anyone's going to know all of me. They have to understand where I'm coming from. They have to learn what I've been through, and they can address. I study this. I'm in the honor society.
But if you continue to change providers, how can they do that?
I was with NCRSS for 2 years consistently. I'm letting them know that I'm a victim of rape, of different things that I've been through. I'm trying to file police reports against my accusers. They've never been to jail against the people I'm accusing. People have never been to jail. I'm trying to get justice. I'm not just going to keep sitting in therapy talking about trauma and not getting results. I want active justice against anyone who violated me. And if I'm not getting those results from the people I'm seeking help from, then I will continue to switch my provider until I get those results. And I feel like the things that I'm saying should be taken seriously. And that's why I document all of my interactions, even this one.
Okay, none of this has anything to do with your supervision of probation.
It does, because she's saying that I'm not in treatment, which is the issue that you keep bringing up, which is actually that's a contradiction, because I've been in treatment till June. It's only July. I'm in the process of intake with another provider, and none of that goes against violation of probation.
Who are you currently seeing?
I'm scheduled to see someone from Southlight. I just haven't seen them yet.
So you're not in treatment right now, but you're trying to get back into treatment.
No, I have an intake appointment scheduled, as well as I have appointments with primary care doctors and health specialists as well. It's a comorbid issue, because mental health is affected by physical health. So I have to address both issues at the same time. I can't just worry about my physical health and not address my mental health. I have to address all of these issues, as well as my living situation. But there's a lot of technicalities going on. It seems like people are trying to find a reason to say I'm doing something wrong instead of looking at the seriousness of the things that I'm saying.
Well, no, you're talking about being harassed by your officer and that they're doing what they're not supposed to be doing, and I can't see any of that.
Because Ms. Jones stood in front of my house.
Your narrative as far as the home contacts that she's making.
No, this is what I'm saying about the home contacts. You just don't understand the whole situation. You're coming from a limited point of view, and I can understand you'll be biased in Ms. Jones' favor because she works there. What I'm saying is Ms. Jones has sit in front of my house while I'm being cursed out by my neighbor. He called me a black bitch and a crack whore told me people was going to rape me and kill me and throw my body in the woods. Ms. Jones listened as all of that was going on. She knows I was being abused by my neighbors. She knows that I'm dealing with a lot of stress. She heard personally.
Have you reported that to the police?
Yes. No, I reported it. I reported to
the
the police, my treatment program, and many other people, as well as the Civil Rights Commission of North Carolina. So I have a lot of complaints going on, as well as grievances against my treatment provider, because no one took any of that serious. It's made me progressively sicker and sicker and sicker. They're more worried about violating me and throwing me in jail for no reason, but no one advocated for me when this man was threatening my life in front of where I live. And it's all documented. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I have an open case. I have investigators right now that's looking into all of this. Why was I telling the police I'm being harassed and no one took it serious? Why am I telling my landlords I'm being harassed? And instead of them addressing that issue, they decided to not renew my lease and evict me. Why am I telling the treatment providers that I'm being threatened day in and day out and day in and day out? And no one addressed any of these issues. And it did make me sick, and I did smoke weed. I'm being honest about everything. That's not really a right to violate me. And it's like, the cards are stacked against me. Ms. Jones has repeatedly told me she was going to throw me in jail because I smoked weed. When I'm telling her I only smoked the weed because I'm sick, I'm having seizures, I'm being threatened, I don't feel safe, I'm stressed out, trying to get my homework done, in and out the hospital, don't feel safe where I live, and she witnessed this man threatening me. She's seen it with her own eyes. She didn't advocate for me. She didn't do anything on my behalf. And I feel like all of this is wrong, which is why I've had to document everything, every interaction. Like I said, even this one.
Okay, well, Officer Jones is not a police officer. She can address things that are involved with your probation and the conditions of your supervision.
Right.
But
if there are extenuating circumstances, in my case, I think that should be looked into, because at the end of the day, I'm a person, not just a number. There are a lot of extenuating circumstances in my situation. Why have I not been in treatment since June? Why this and why that and why this and why that? And if I am going to be violated, I don't care. I will go to jail. Everything's documented on YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. It's all over the internet how badly I'm being violated, especially to the point where I went to a hospital seeking treatment and I was beat up by the police, the hospital police, and arrested. And I still haven't gotten the help that I need for my medical concerns. I was arrested at Wake Med. And that case was dismissed because the police didn't even come to court for the things they was accusing me of. So like I said, I'm trying to address my health issues. I don't feel well. I wouldn't have been at a hospital. I wouldn't have been at a hospital seeking help. I wouldn't have been at a hospital seeking help if I wasn't really sick. And I've been thrown in and out of jail 9 to 10 times since then. And my health issues have never been addressed the whole time. Even right now, I haven't even seen my specialist yet. I have an appointment on August 5th. Ms. Jones wants me to come see her on July 21st, and I'm letting her know I can hardly walk. I don't feel good. You could come to my house like you've been doing the whole time. I'll come to the door and see you. I've never complained about that. I felt like it was abusive, but she come to this day, that day. She could come any day of the week. My door is usually open. What I'm saying is I can't walk, and she should understand that, and she should make an exception until after I see my specialist. And the fact that she's not willing to make an exception says a lot about her. And which is why I don't want her as my probation officer anymore, which is what I told Chief Mazik. She has no concern. She has no concern for my health, my living situation, my feelings. And I'm a person and I have rights, regardless of probation, parole, the American government, or anyone else.
Yes, ma'am. You're correct.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for acknowledging that. Thank you, sir, for acknowledging that. And I respect you as a man. Regardless of any other interaction, I respect you as a person. Thank you for acknowledging that, because I'm struggling to do the right thing. I'm not on drugs. I'm in college. I'm paying my bills. I'm staying out of trouble. That should be acknowledged. I come from homelessness. I come from nothing. I'm trying to do the right thing. People should acknowledge that. And I'm very sick. I don't feel sorry for myself, and I don't apologize for being sick.
There's no need for you to apologize. You have nothing to do with being sick.
But it hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
Feel like you have to
It
apologize
hurts.
for that.
It hurts,
But
and
at
it's
the
hard to
same
deal
time-
with. It hurts, and it's hard to deal with.
Okay, well, anytime I'm trying to talk to you, you're trying to talk over me. So this conversation is obviously not going to get much farther than it is right now. I don't see anywhere in the narrative where you're in violation of anything.
I'm not.
I don't see anywhere in here that shows what Officer Jones could be doing. I mean, she's seeing you like she's supposed to be seeing you according to our
But
policy.
she's threatening to throw me in jail for smoking
Right.
weed when I'm not. Just she's making it seem like I'm some type of drug addict, just out here getting high. Like I'm in treatment. I'm trying to get better. I just feel like she's being abusive towards me. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and if you, I would like you to acknowledge this, that one of the conditions of your supervision is that you not use illegal drugs.
Yes, sir.
That's one of your conditions.
And that I be in treatment.
Okay, and you have acknowledged that you have used illegal drugs.
I did.
So I need you to acknowledge that you understand that if you continue to use illegal drugs, that could be a violation of your probation.
Yes, sir. And that's why I actively fight to be in treatment, to be in therapy, to talk therapy, Narcotics Anonymous, everything. I know that I'm a drug addict, and that addiction is not going to go away. I'm just fighting to be healthy. I don't feel like jail is the answer. I'm trying to get treatment. But when you're getting arrested at the hospital,
a treatment provider and stay with that treatment
Sir,
provider. You can't
right.
be going from treatment provider to treatment provider
No,
to treatment
you're
provider.
right. I have to be
Otherwise, you're not
consistent.
going to make progress, which is going to help you.
I have to be consistent, but I have to find someone at the same time that's going to take me seriously. That's all I want. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a problem with being in treatment. I don't have a problem with being on probation. I just want to feel better. I'm tired of being stressed out. I don't have too much help. I'm trying to do the right thing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And I have appointments set up with Southlight.
For taking all of the steps that you're taking.
Thank you, sir, because I don't feel
You're
good.
doing what you need to do for you. I understand that. But Officer Jones also has a job to do. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And she, according to everything that I'm seeing, she's doing what she needs to do to make sure that you stay in compliance, to make sure that you don't go to jail.
And the
So
truth is, once I get evicted from this house on August 13th, I'm probably going to be worse on drugs. I'm probably going to end up in jail. I'm probably going to drop out of school, and I'm probably just going to give up. I'm just dealing with everything right now. I'm at risk to go right back in the street, right back to homelessness. Everything I'm fighting for is going down the drain. I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. I just wonder when the people who are being paid to help me are going to start advocating for me. I'm not lying about any of this. It might be best that I go to jail. At least I'll be able to wash up and eat every day. I have eviction court on August 13th. I have a specialist appointment with my specialist on August 15th. Right after I see my doctor, I'm going in the street to homelessness, and I'm going to be sick, and I'm going to be homeless. And that's been my condition for the past 5 years since people burned my house down with me and my son in there. So I can't apologize for any of it. I'm doing the best that I can. It seemed like the cards are stacked against me, and I'm just done fighting. If Ms. Jones wants to come lock me up right now, she can. I just know I didn't do anything wrong, and my schoolwork's not going to get done. For the majority of the time I've been on probation with Ms. Jones, I was homeless. I've been on probation for about 2.5 or almost 3 years. I've only had my house for about a year, and already my lease is being terminated. So I'm just trying to advocate for my livelihood, my health. Those are the things that I feel like are more important than like if I smoked weed or not.
Okay, well, this conversation is not going to go any further. I don't see anything Officer Jones is doing that is not in accordance with her job duties, so there's no reason for her to be reassigned.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
And that's why God is going to send calamity to this country. The prison industrialized complex, they're the ones that bring the guns here. They bring the drugs here. They fuck all of us with the legal system. They're corrupt. The whole government was raping and sex trafficking kids with Jeffrey Epstein. When are they gonna go to jail? And they gonna keep fucking me. I give up. I never hurt no one. I never borrowed no one. I sit in my house. Sometimes I do smoke weed. The truth is, I've been through more shit than most people. The first time my house got burned down, when I was pistol whipped and raped in 2012, when it made me permanently disabled, no one went to jail for that. And I went into homelessness after that. The second time my house was burned down, July 28th, 2015. I lost custody of my son. I lost everything I own. I just have anxiety disorder now. My house been blown up with me inside of it twice. No one cared. No one did a GoFundMe. No one helped me to get back on my feet. They wouldn't even let me come in their house and wash up and get something to eat. People treated me like shit. And I'm at a point of frustration, mental agitation, hopelessness. But I believe in God and I believe in a higher power. And I believe that my God have the final say so over all of this. And when the cards are stacked against you and when the enemy fighting you real bad, that's just because God love you a lot. They see your potential and they don't want you to achieve it. I know that God work all things for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. I'm going to trust in the Lord with all my heart, lean not to my own understanding. In all my ways, I'm going to acknowledge him and he's going to direct my paths. Even if I go to jail, I might be a blessing to somebody in there. I've been incarcerated 75% of my life, whether it be in a state institution, a mental facility, somewhere. I've never had freedom and I've never gotten justice. And I'm happy that y'all witnessed this. I'm happy that y'all spent time with me today. I'm going to keep fighting this, keep fighting to keep a roof over my head, fighting to not be behind bars, fighting to eat every day. Y'all pray for me. I'm going to pray for y'all. If nobody told you they love you today, I love you. I'm fighting for all of us to be free from systematic fuckery, racism, chauvinism, and ignorance.